see the family, and then I'm going to maybe go all the way to Seattle. The wife's always wanted to see Seattle, so might go up and see Seattle. I'm gonna probably
Nice.
stay in the redder part of the states. So I probably won't even cross the Washington border. But other than that, it's like going behind enemy lines, and then after that, we're heading east. I have a lot of
You
things
know,
on my list.
I think when you live in California, you're already behind enemy lines, and so you're just kind of moving up enemy lines because you're going into Oregon, which is behind enemy lines. And then
Correct.
you're going to go to Washington, which is behind enemy lines.
Right.
Then, then if you start heading east, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming, all those states, oh my gosh, you're going to be with your people.
Oh yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Just to get out and see this beautiful country that we live in, and I'm just really looking forward to it. To be honest with you, Dave. I mean,
Have
midterms
you
are
been
coming
through
up,
Montana
and
before?
no, I have driven
Oh,
from Minnesota to California, and I've driven from North Carolina to California. But I've always gone the southern routes. I've never gone the northern routes. So
well, you're in for a treat.
yeah, I'm
Montana is
excited.
just stunning. It's stunning. Idaho's stunning, but
Yeah.
Montana's even more stunning.
We went to Utah with the family, the in-laws, my brother-in-law and his
Right.
sister-in-law. We went and stayed in Moab, and that place is amazing.
Yep.
You drive into there, Bryce Canyon, all through the Moab. It's unbelievable. It's like you're in the best I can report. It kind of feels like you're on the Cars ride. You know what I mean? Like you come in and you come
Yeah.
through this thing, and you feel like you're in Disneyland. It's amazing. It's amazing. We live in a beautiful country. We're blessed to be here, to be honest with you.
Well, I tell you, I agree. I agree. Last night, I was sitting out on my porch and just our house is surrounded by trees, but they're kind of like a quarter mile away, but they're all around our house, and I was just in heaven. So,
Good.
I
Good.
get it. I get it. So when you come, you'll go, wow, this is pretty nice here. At least I
Right.
hope you do. I hope you feel that way.
I've been there. I mean, I grew up there till I was 9. I've been there, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna park the trailer on your property and stay for a few years. So I mean, oh, did I say years? I only meant a few days. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Too much
I
to
know.
see to do that.
Yeah, I think you've got your sights set on bigger and better things than hanging out at my place for too long. So,
Yes, that's true.
and that's
True.
great. That's great.
Dinner and golf will be fun. I might go see Kurt. Thinking about that, he'd probably be really excited to see me. That'd be really fun, I'm sure, for all of us involved.
Well, and you're talking about Republican states. Missouri is a definite Republican state. So
Absolutely, I can wear my cross with pride. I do anyway. But
yeah.
So
Yeah.
but yeah.
So who do you think the Democrats are now? When you think of a Democrat, who are they anymore?
I couldn't tell
I don't
you.
think they know.
It's.
I don't think they can either.
They don't. This is the thing. Their whole political party. Okay, it used to be. They were always the white man was bad, and the white people were racist, and black people this, and brown people that, and all that. Well, that's faded off because the black and brown people have come out of where they were at. They've listened. They started listening, and they started seeing. Not that they ever did listen, but they're seeing it. They're seeing that 4 years ago, the Democrats came, and then 8 years ago, the Democrats came, and they promised them all these things, and nothing ever got better. Nothing ever got better for them. Nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing ever changed. Nothing ever changed. All it changed was the fact that they disliked white people, and the white people were weird around them because we were taught that they didn't like us. You know what I mean? So it's like, that was the divide. The divide wasn't the fact that they disliked us or we disliked them. The divide was the fact that the media had put it in our heads that each one of us felt a certain way, about the other one. So therefore, there was no intermingling because we just assumed that they felt that way about us, or we felt that, you know what I mean? It was just a big assumption. So therefore, there was the divide. And once that divide cracked, and I see it more and more and more and more, all they have now is freaks and retards. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I mean, you talk about an entire you talk about an entire party, Dave, that is absolutely sex and fetish and weirdness. It's weird. Everything about the Democratic Party has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with identity, has to do with color, has to do with sexuality, sexual preference, whether you dress up like a dog or a cat, how many mental disorders that you have that aren't proven that you got off of, WebMD. Somebody somewhere said something that might be, which is not true. I mean, it's just, it's an entire party of delusion. They're delusional. All their plans are delusional. Everything they've set forward are delusional. Everything they think about what's going on in their life is delusional. A lot of their mental illnesses are delusional. They're self-implied. I mean, they put this on themselves. So I don't even know. I mean, I don't even think that AOC, they don't have anybody. You tell me who you think they have. I mean, do you think they have anybody? I don't see anybody.
I don't. In fact, to me, for the last couple weeks, I feel like we have seen more Democrat leaders come out against their party. Not necessarily leaders, but high-profile Democrats that are coming out against what's going on.
Right.
We talked about this a little bit last week. You got Stephen A. Smith, Bill Maher, Jake Tapper. You've got, Pete Fetterman always, Hakeem Jeffries he's in a blender. He doesn't know what to do. I mean, he's got weirdos everywhere.
He's retarded. It's not a matter of him not knowing what to do. He never knew what to do in the first place. Okay. The problem is his lie. He can't lie fast enough, and that's different. That's hard for him, because he usually can lie really fast. He can't lie his way out of this because you can't lie against what we all see. You know what I mean? You can't, he will, that the Democratic Party, their leaders will sit and look you in the face and say one thing while you're staring at it, and it's the complete opposite of what they're saying. I mean, right there in front of you, evidence, all of it. But they just continue to do it. And at the end of the day, they've got one thing, F Trump. That's their entire party. That's their entire party. That's everything they are. That's everything they stand for. That's everything.
And, we saw it in Maine. We see it in Maine. The people that are trying to replace Graham Plattner are just as bad. You sent me a video of Ellingson, whatever, the Minnesota.
Ellerson, that fraud ass.
Ellerson.
Yeah.
He got booed. He was getting booed off the stage.
Right. By Democrats.
This is one of the major, by Democrats.
Correct.
This was at a Democrat convention, and he was getting booed off the stage.
Do you know why? Because the left is never happy. You know what I mean? It's like the Second Amendment. No, I'm serious. It's like the Second Amendment. You know why the NRA fights so hard for Second Amendment rights? It's because there's no giving with them. If you say, okay, we'll give you this. Okay, we'll give you 30 round clips or 30 round magazines. No one said, we'll go ahead and ban that. And then right then and there, it's going to be, well, if they don't need that, then they don't need this. And they will continue to move. You can't make them happy. And the Democrats are learning this now, that once you appease somebody in that 10%, they're just going to keep going for more. And that's where the Republicans, the conservatives, we just don't give an inch because we can't. We can't give
anymore.
You can't give anything. You can't give anything. And it's unfortunate. And you say, we want our people in government to work together and find some neutrality and find some common ground and give a little take. What Reagan always said is better to get 80% of something than 100% of nothing. Well, the problem is it's either 100% or nothing, because if there's no 80%. Nobody lets anybody get even 80%. It's stupid.
Right.
You know, I mean, we have an 80-20 SAVE Act right now. We can't even get that passed. Are you effing kidding me? But I know I have my reasons for that, and I believe that to be true. You know, I think they're going to push it to a midterm issue, which is the smartest way to go about it anyway. So,
yeah. So it's just interesting to me though, that because at least the way I'm seeing it is that I think that it's not so much that the Republicans continue to prosper. I really feel like the Democrats are just falling apart. They're just falling apart. You got this guy in Michigan, El Sayad,
yeah,
just a complete left wing that's running for governor. And there's just everywhere you look, there's more and more people like that they're putting up for office to run for Democrats.
right.
And I want to hope that America is smarter than that. And I believe America is smarter than that. So
see, Republicans, how I see it is Republicans, let's say that it's a football team, right? You have the Republicans a football team and the Democrats are a football team, right? So the Republican football team, we have our starters, right? And our starters do their job and they all fall under the coach, which is the president, vice president, speaker of the house. You know what I mean? So you have good leadership and therefore the team performs within that leadership. The problem is that the Democrats have a bunch of water boys and they barely even have a kicker that's the coach. Okay. So they have no one to lead them. So not only are they horrible athletes, number one, number two, they don't even have an athlete to lead them in the first place. So they really have nothing.
Right.
They literally have nothing. They're a team of nothing and nobody right now. And that's fine. What they need is a leader. Fetterman could be the leader. He could. You know what I mean? He's the only one out of every Democrat that I know of or heard speak or anything besides the guy on Fox News. Now, there's a couple of them out there. Smith, he's another one. Even Marr, he's even coming around. Tapper even said some negative stuff about the Democrats the other day too. I about fell out of my chair. But it's just, they got to figure something out. Because all they're doing is everything that they have said that the Republicans are doing that is bad. They're just allowing it all to happen because nobody can beat us right now because they don't have any ideas to run on. The unions don't even back the Democrats. Think of that. The unions don't back the Democrats.
And that's happening. That's happening in Michigan right now. And this Sayad or however you say his name, he's running. He's going to be the Democrat running for governor, and the unions are pulling away from him. And that's
absolutely
Michigan's a huge union state.
Absolutely.
So that's a big deal.
Absolutely. Right. I mean, it's and they have relied on that union vote forever. Well, the problem is they have relied on all these votes, the black and brown vote, the union vote, the homosexual vote, or LGBTQ RFB mafia vote. They counted on all of that. The problem is that everybody within these groups, they're all smartening up. The LGBTQ community is learning that they didn't all end up in camps. They didn't all end up in jail. Republicans don't hate gays and lesbians or even transgender. We don't hate them. We've never hated them. Just stay away from the kids. That's all we're saying. And that's the thing. The transgenders that stay away from the kids and the transgenders they're all voting Republican. That's the thing. The homosexuals, the gays, lesbians, the LGBTQ, there's a large majority of them won't tell you this, but a large majority of them are voting Republican because everything the left has said has been a lie. That's the problem. They're not running. The Democratic Party isn't running on an I told you so agenda. The Democratic Party is running on, we've been lying to you for years. Just stick with us one more time. That's their agenda.
Yep. You sent me a video by Mark Driscoll. He's a minister out of Washington.
He's amazing.
He hit on things that Yeah, he's quite the speaker.
Yes.
But he talked about something that we've talked about on our show a number of times, how for Christians, the cross, that's ours,
Right.
that's just so important to us.
Right.
And then another one is the rainbow. And so LGBTQRST, they are trying to take away those two main items that Christians relate to and make them theirs.
Correct.
And, and he just made it very clear that this can't happen. This is just wrong.
It is.
Go ahead.
Because if you have a rainbow colored cross, you're falling prey to a false idol. Okay. That's a point blank. That's because those don't exist. A rainbow and a cross do not exist. They are two different symbols. They are two different religious symbols. They mean two different things, complete different things. All right. One of them means that God will not flood the earth to get rid of all sin. I got to be honest with you, Dave. I wouldn't care if he broke that one. All right. I'd let him off the hook. I'd be like, you know what? Just that one, just that was kind of like Trump taking us to war, maybe with Iran, kind of the same thing. Like,
yeah,
it's okay. It's okay if you do it one more time. But the cross, I mean, that's our everything. You know what I mean? So to take our two most powerful religious symbols and combine them into a symbol of that, it's not a symbol of hate, but it's as a Christian, it's a false idol. So you're calling
seem to have lost Christian. I'm not quite sure why. I imagine he'll be joining us here in a minute. But I think what he's saying is just right on. The cross and the rainbow, one is he will not flood the earth again. And then the second is that he sent his son Christ to die on the cross to save us. So here he comes. Here comes Christian, our fearless leader, back. You're absolutely. I watched it last night. He said that exact same thing. That what you're saying. Yeah.
I jumped onto Old Faithful. We both know what that is, and we're going to see how that goes and how we hold for that. So we'll see. I have two different internets on them. I'll get these MFers. But what I was saying is that they're calling people to Christ using a symbol that doesn't exist, which is a false idol. So you can't do both. It's an impossibility. And the Bible specifically says, do not fall prey to a false idol. A rainbow cross is a false idol. They are bringing you into a pretense that Jesus Christ and Christians are okay, and it is not a sin to be homosexual. It is a sin, but that sin is between you and God. Just like if I went to the store and stole something, or I cheated on my wife, or whatever other sin I may create in my own personal life and my own personal walk with God, that's between me and God. And you being gay, that's between you and God. I could be wrong. I could be, but I don't judge you for it. I don't choose to be different. But if you're being called to the cross under that, in my opinion, you're being called to a cross under a false idol, and you're basically, what they're saying is that the Bible's okay with your lifestyle. The Bible's not okay with your lifestyle. The Bible's not okay with my lifestyle. Right. Let's just be honest. I'm just being real. No judgment at all. I mean, I'm not better. Yeah. I'm not better than anybody. And the Bible, I live outside the confines of the Bible too. We all do. We all live in sin. All men sin, whatever. But, you can't come to.
Well, you said it. You said it right. It's not our place to judge, but that you said it absolutely right. It's not our place to judge. We need to live our lives, and we need to pray for people that we don't necessarily agree with, and then we let God and that person work together.
And hopefully those people are praying for me too. Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I want their prayers as much as I give them my prayers. I gotta be honest with you.
Absolutely. Yep.
So
another not that I think we hit that really well, and I'm happy with what we said about that. I want to keep moving because we saw something else this week that just shocked me, and that was that the data systems that they're using to give you statistics for like crime and murders and that type of stuff, and what they're doing is that they're labeling people as white that aren't white.
correct.
And so there's these, for example, illegal immigrants that are listed as white and they're committing these crimes. Well, who's doing this? I mean, how is this happening?
Well, they're doing it to skew the
know,
numbers. They're doing it to skew the numbers.
But it skews the numbers. That's exactly what I was going to say. And it makes it look like, well, crime isn't just an issue. I mean, the white people are doing just as much as everybody else. Now, I'm not making a judgment, white versus black versus Mediterranean, whatever. I'm just saying,
I don't
why
care
can't
what color
it be
you
accurate?
are. You commit a crime, you go to jail, point blank. But the reason why they do that is if they keep this up, 99% of all the crimes are going to be committed by white people.
Right.
Okay? And this is the problem. That's fine. The problem is in 15 years, what it will do is it will change the statistics and it will change the mindscape. It will change the whole world because it makes us look racist. You see what I'm saying? So you have no black and brown. So you have no illegal aliens committing crimes. So they try to get rid of that argument of mass deportation because they aren't committing any crimes. Well, they're not committing any crimes because they're changing the databases to show that. And AI only works off of numbers. They don't work off of pictures. They only work off of words. So,
And who would be motivated to do that?
Democrats.
The Democrats.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not a big conspiracy theory, but if this is true and this is happening, there's only one group of people that truly are motivated to do that.
Right. Because the Republicans don't care.
I mean, that's
a citizen's a citizen. A citizen's a citizen. I mean, that's just the way they are. And that's this whole pretense of Republicans feel this way about anybody. That's all bullshit. I'm so sick of it. What? I mean, don't judge me. Don't tell me how I feel about somebody. Don't tell me that I'm this or tell me I'm that. You don't know me. You don't know me at all. You don't know anything about me. Just because I'm a Republican, I wear a cross, you think you know me? You don't know anything. And you know what else you don't know? You don't know your own voters. And you better get off your ass because you're about to lose everything. Cory Booker, you're next, bud. I saw that. Cory Booker's up. DOJ is investigating his ass, which he deserves to do because he's dirty. And Hakeem, you're next. You and your little boyfriend, Epstein. What he's gone. You can't. Schumer's
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
Epstein, no.
There's pictures of him sitting at, all of a sudden it was, show us the list. Oh shit, Hakeem Jeffries' name's on the list. Hey, we don't want to see the list anymore. What list? It was a hoax.
Let's put the list away.
There's no list. But they're like, it's the weirdest thing ever. And it's like they didn't know they were on it. Like, I mean, how can you sit and say that you want to see this list that you're on? What made you think that wasn't going to come out? I mean, at what point did you wake up and look in the mirror and go, hey, I'm going to call over this list. Hopefully it doesn't get out what's actually in there. One of two things. Either they knew the list was never going to get out and they just wanted to be tough and Trump called them on it by releasing it. So they're burning. The Democrats are burning.
Yep.
I'm seeing all red. Seeing all red in the midterms. I really believe that.
It makes you wonder, and I don't want it to come fast because I'm getting older, and so I want it to take its time. But I can't wait to see what the numbers say. I mean, it's going to tell you which way our country's going. I really feel that way. It's going to give us the true picture. So
yes,
we'll see.
I agree.
We'll see.
Oh, I got this whole lighting now.
Yeah.
He's going to yell. He's always yelling at me. Yeah. My other light went dead too. So,
well,
but anyway, what else we got? Anything good?
Well, I got I just wrote down ABC, CBS, and CNN. Isn't Trump doing something with them, trying to get
Well, I
him
think
in
he's going
even
to
bigger
sue
trouble?
them. I think he's going to sue them.
Yeah.
And he's trying to have their licenses yanked by the FCC, and he should. Like, I'm all about freedom of press. I'm all about freedom of speech, but you can't have it both ways. You can't be, okay, we're freedom of press, we're freedom of speech, but we're free to not let our president speak to these people using the airways that the people own. That's my whole thing. If they did not want to cover this, let's say Netflix didn't want to cover it, or even Fox News. Let's say Fox News didn't want to cover it. That's their own network. They can do what they want. CBS, NBC, ABC, or NBC, all of them, they run on the American Broadcast Network. That is our network. We own the property. We own the antennas. We own it all. We, the people, me and you and all the other voters in the United States, all the citizens, we own that. And you know what? They should not be able to control whether our leader can talk to us or not. We should be able to control whether we want to listen to it by turning it off.
Right.
So
that's right.
And I guess Coke and a bunch of other big advertisers pulled money from them, advertising money, which they should. You know, not for the reasons other than the fact that they don't let our president speak, but the fact that nobody watches them or listens anyway because their shows suck and they never have any good news.
They got to be losing money.
They got to be losing money. I mean, nobody watches their crap. It's all the same old stuff. You know what? I'd rather watch Cops reruns since '84. You put Cops, Cheers, Chips, maybe some Dukes of Hazzard in there somewhere. Let that run for 24 hours. Your viewership will skyrocket.
We started to watch a firehouse show last night that we'd never seen.
Which one is it?
Exactly. There's stuff you can watch. Right. You can stream it. So
yeah. Emergency Squad 51. That was a big one. That guy just died too. What? Chips. I watch Chips reruns all the time on Facebook. I watch Chips reruns because, hey, you know, we're watching Star Trek right now. We're watching all the Star Trek movies right now. Let me tell you, I don't know how they can say Gen X was racist. Star Trek is the most diverse show ever. They got people that don't even exist on that show. Okay. They don't even really, I mean, they have every, you know, and then so one of the new ones comes out 2016 and they made Sulu gay, right? That doesn't bother me. If Sulu was gay, he was gay. I shouldn't need to know that. Okay. I shouldn't need to know that. Just like I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like why did they go out of their way to make me know that Sulu was gay? I don't care either way. I could give two shits. I don't care that he's gay in space. Okay. I just want to see him shoot some stuff and take care of some aliens. That's all I care about. I want to see him do some fight. You know?
You don't care that he's gay in space. I like that.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Be gay, be space, whatever. You know, just brush up on your kung fu. You look pretty good. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, and that's the whole thing about these the Hollywood and these Democrats. It's just they have sexualities. They just so put it in your face when shit just really doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter that Sulu was gay. It just doesn't matter. I don't know why you went out of your way. It didn't change my direction of the movie. It didn't make me like it or hate it. It was pointless. It was pointless to put that in there. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just tangent alert.
Got any other tangents you want to talk about?
No, I'm pretty much good. You know, hopefully.
Did you see Steve? Did you read that about Stephen A. Smith's daughter telling him, "You ain't gonna come live with me when you get old"?
That was hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that girl and my daughter are one. Because they're like, yeah, she's just like, I'm going to put you in a home. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. He's like, well, no, you're not going to come live in with my kids in my car. I'm thinking to myself, without him, you didn't have a life. You better not be asking him for money. You better not ask him to cut one single check to you for nothing.
You know, Stephen A. is never without words to say. Right. It looked like she took him completely off guard with that one, though. So that was good to see. I like to see him. Yeah, speechless. I like seeing that.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Christian. That's all I got.
Wow. Yeah. Me too, I guess.
You got anything?
Hey, I'll tell you what, though. We're on Starlink after I switched from T-Mobile when we had that crosstalk, right? And I've been steady going, right? I've been steady going, no problems. Once I got away from the T-Mobile algorithm. T-Mobile sucks, by the way. Yeah, so no, G-Man, thank you. Robert, thank you. I'm not going to attempt your last name because evidently I screw it up every time. But thank you very much for everything that you do.
He sent me a message. Robert sent me a message thanking us for working on his name. Okay. Robert's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
He's a great guy.
He's
a really good guy. I like him a lot. G-Man is a great guy too. Like I said, he yelled at me about the lighting.
Oh, absolutely.
Said it looked like I live in a tunnel.
Well, I'd yell at you about stuff too. So, you know.
I know. I get yelled at all the time. So. And to let you know, to the listeners out there who message me, I get messages all day long. Thank you so much. I don't have time to get back to every one of them. I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's about it. God bless you all. We'll see you Saturday. You're not here a week from Saturday, right?
A week from Saturday, I won't be here. So,
right.
And I'll be here this Saturday. Bells on.
So this Saturday will be my last broadcast from L-Town. Hopefully I'll be on the road. So next Wednesday, who knows where I'll be. So
it could be an adventure. It's going to be an adventure.
It's going to be an adventure. It is absolutely going to be an adventure. Oh yeah, taking one stressor for the next, right? So, but
I don't really know what I'm getting into.
No, you don't. You have no idea. You have no idea.
No,
I will be truly unhinged. I will be absolutely unhinged. I will be in the wild. This should be something else. This should be something else.
Wow.
Yeah, because I won't be in my own town. You know, I'm kind of restricted in my own town. I don't, I kind of keep it down, because I'm at shops and there's people that I see and I kind of tone it down a little bit, because, but I get outside these boundaries. I don't know what's going to happen. I got to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. I got better glasses. So you'll be seeing it all. You'll be seeing it all. So, right. I can't wait. I'm excited. God bless you all. God bless America. Hey, to our pilots and everybody out there doing what they're doing in Iran, thank you so much for what you do. And God bless you and your families for standing by you while you go through this and you do what needs to be done for our country and protect the freedoms that we have. So God bless you all and good night.
God bless you, America. God bless America.
You almost had that.
Trump, you magnificent bastard. Do you have any idea how you have destroyed the liberal Democrats by trolling them? You have to be the best damn sniper on the planet.
Gen X Unhinged. Get your bling now. Looking for quality, performance, and reliability? Look no further than CDP Firearms, LLC. Whether it's customized AR-15 parts, premium optics, or specialized ammunition, we have the gear to upgrade your shooting experience. We pride ourselves on providing top-notch products with expert-friendly service that you can trust. Visit us online at cdpfirearmsllc.com. CDP Firearms. Gen X Unhinged is sponsored by cdpfirearmsllc.com. Gen X Unhinged is a weekly podcast hosted by Christian Cole and David Cole. Join us online at genxunhinged.com, on Facebook at Gen X Unhinged Group, or download on Apple, Spotify, or Amazon Podcast.